water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an Airbender named Aang. Although his skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he can save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
Previously on Avatar.
Hey, look at this waterbending scroll I found. I already got a buyer in the Earth Kingdom. That's why I stole this. I can restore something you lost. Your mother's necklace. The deal's off. Keep the scroll. We could buy 1,000 of them after the profit we make from him.
Are you guys too busy fighting to see that your ship has sailed away?
Wow, you just took out a whole army single-handedly.
My name's Jet. I needed you for an important mission tomorrow.
He's just an old man. Leave him alone.
He's Fire Nation. Search him.
How can you guys just stand by while Jet wipes out an entire town?
Jet's gonna blow up a dam.
Jet, why?
You're too late.
I warned the village of your plan.
Katara, please help me.
Bye, Jet.
And I present to you the Great Divide. Wow, it's so beautiful. I could just stare at it. And I'm done staring. Great. Sokka, how can you not be amazed? Yeah, I'll be amazed at it when we're flying away from it.
Hey, if you were looking for the tour guide, I was here first.
Ooh, a tour guide. That sounds fun.
Believe me, he's more than a tour guide. He's an earthbender, and the only way to get across this canyon is by him.
All right, we get it. You were first. Calm down. You wouldn't be calm if your whole village was burned down by the Fire Nation and you're forced to travel thousands of miles to Ba Sing Se. You're a refugee. Yeah, tell me something I don't already know. Is that your tribe?
That is most certainly not. Those are the Zhangs. Hey, Zhangs, I'm holding a spot for my tribe, so go back.
Well, where are the rest of the Ganjins? Still tidying up their campsite? Yes, but they sent me ahead. I didn't know the canyon guide took reservations.
Sorry I'm late, youngsters. Now, who's ready to cross the canyon? I think one of them. It's me. My tribe is coming right now. Well, I can't guide your tribe if they're not here. I guess you guys will have to wait till tomorrow. Wait, there they are.
You're not really gonna give them priority over us. We have sick people. Well, we have old people that can't travel.
Maybe the Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if they cleaned themselves up once in a while. Well, maybe if the Ganjins didn't clean so much, they wouldn't live to be so old.
All right, everyone, listen up. This is the Avatar. I'm sure he can come up with a solution to your problem. You could share the tour guide and walk to Ba Sing Se together?
Absolutely not. Good, because we wouldn't be traveling with you fools anyways.
All right, here's the deal. You're crossing the canyon together and Apple will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
Okay, now comes the bad news. There is no food allowed in the canyon. It's because it attracts dangerous animals. No food? Are you kidding me? Oh, can you babies not go a day without food? You have 10 minutes to eat all your food or it's going in the garbage.
Nice bending.
The job's much more than bending, kid. Folks want information. You folks are probably wondering, how are these canyons formed? Experts tell us they are made by earth spirits. Now let's keep it moving, folks.
We gotta help him! Are you okay? Both of his arms are broke. Without my arms, I can't bend.
Which means we're trapped in this canyon.
Okay, so I thought the whole purpose of not bringing food down here was to not attract the canyon crawlers. It's the Zhangs. They must have brought food down here. No, it's the Ganjins. They can't go a day without food.
Enough. I thought I could help you guys, but that's clearly not going to happen. So here's the deal. Ganjins, you're going to go on the right side of the wall, and Zhangs, you're going to go on the left side of the wall.
Katara, go with the Ganjins. Sokka, go with the Zhangs. Try to find out why they hate each other so much.
Are you guys going to put the tarps up on your tents? It's the dry season. What for? Exactly. And it makes a pretty nice blanket.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too safe.
Would you care for some bread, Katara? So it was you guys that brought food down in the canyon. You're telling me that you don't think the Zhangs over there didn't bring food. It's probably their food that attracted the crawlers. Why do you guys hate each other so much? You seem like a smart girl, Katara. here's a lesson. The patriarch of our tribe, Jinwei, was assigned an important duty, transporting our sacred orb from the eastern gate to the great western gate. Transporting the orb from the east to the west represented the sun rising and setting. It was our ancient redemption ritual. But as he was approaching the western gate, he was attacked by a Zhang, a vermin man named Wei Jin, who looked at the orb with envy. That coward, Wei Jin, knocked Jinwei to the ground and stole our sacred orb.
Would you care for some meat? Would I? You probably think we're terrible for bringing food down in the canyon. Not really, but, why do you hate the Ganjins so much? Well, here's the story.
Our forefather, Wei Jin, was leaving the western gate of our village when he saw in the distance a man on the ground. It was Jin Wei. Jin Wei stopped to help him. Wei Jin was transporting a sacred orb, a very powerful relic. Wei Jin tried to tend to the man's wounds, but Jin Wei insisted that the orb was more important and asked him to bring it back to his village. Wei Jin promised that he would bring the orb back to the village and send help as soon as he could, but as soon as he crossed the border, he was arrested. Instead of thanking him for his kind and selfless deed, they sentenced him to 20 long years in prison.
Katara, Sokka, did you find out why they hate each other so much? Do you think they'll be good enough to go through the canyon together?
I don't think so, Aang.
The Zhangs are really wrong. They stole the secret orb from Jin Wei. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about, Katara? Wei Jin was just returning the orb to their village, and he was wrongly convicted.
Okay, I get it. Now I need your help. Can we just get everyone to the base of the canyon wall? Please, guys, would you stop fighting? We're almost at the wall. Yeah, well, maybe the Zhangs can climb up the wall with their disgusting fingernails. Well, I didn't know to the Ganjians that having long fingernails would be a crime punishable by 20 long years.
Guys, how many times do I have to say it? Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right. Yeah, harsh words will never solve problems. Actions will.
Maybe I was wrong. Harsh words can solve problems.
Well,
Is that food? You all brought food down here? You put everyone's lives in danger because you couldn't go a day without a snack? You guys are all awful!
Everybody, watch me do what I do! Now follow me! We're riding out of this hole!
I never thought the Ganjins could get their hands dirty like that. And I never thought the Zhangs would be so reliable in a pinch.
Maybe we aren't so different after all. See, guys?
It's too bad that we can't change the past. You tried to steal the sacred orb from Jin Wei. No, we were trying to return it to you, and you unjustly threw Wei Jin in prison for 20 long years.
Wait, Wei Jin? Jin Wei? I know those guys.
Yes, we've all heard the story. No, I mean, I know those guys. It doesn't look it, but I am 112 years old, and I was there the day that you were talking about. There seems to be a lot of confusion about what happened. First of all, Jin Wei and Wei Jin weren't enemies. They were brothers. Twins, in fact. And they were 8. And most importantly, they were just playing a game. The sacred orb from the legend, that was just a ball. And the eastern and western gates were the goalposts. Jin Wei had the ball and was running towards the goal when he fell and fumbled it. Wei Jin didn't steal the ball. He picked it up and started running towards the other goal, but he stepped out of bounds, so the official put him in the penalty box. Not for 20 long years, but for 2 short minutes.
You see, there was no stealing and no putting anybody in jail. You're telling me that the sacred orb was a sacred ball? No, nothing sacred about it, just a ball.
I suppose it's time to forget about the past and look to the future. Let's cross the canyon together now.
Wow, Aang, it's a good thing you knew those guys. Yeah, funny story. I didn't. You are so wrong for that.
What's going on? I just had a bad dream, Sokka. Go back to bed.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Aang, are you okay? I'm getting worried about you.
Yeah, I'm fine. There's a storm coming. What are you talking about, Uncle? There's not a cloud in the sky. Well, if you don't believe me, just consider the safety of the crew. The safety of the crew doesn't matter. An individual doesn't matter. What matters is finding the Avatar. Okay, guys, we're at the market. We're really short on money here, so just get the essentials that we need. Well, Sokka, I just realized we're out of money. Well, then what are we supposed to do, Katara? I mean, you can get a job at the market. Please, I'm telling you, honey, we shouldn't go. There's gonna be a storm. I don't know what you're talking about, woman. There's not a cloud in the sky. You're just nagging me.
I'll go. All right, you're hired. Really, Sokka? What? You told me to get a job. I got a job.
Well, looks like your uncle was right. There is a storm coming. Lieutenant, you better learn some respect, or I'll teach it to you. Respect? You can't teach me respect. All you do to us crew members is yap and yap about capturing the Avatar. Is that all you care about? I don't need your help or anybody else's help keeping order on my ship. Let's go, Uncle. I'm sure he didn't mean that. You know how he gets. Sokka, I don't know if this is a good idea. Look at the clouds. They're starting to turn gray. I told him I was going to do the job, so I'm going to. Boy with tattoos has some sense. You should listen to him. Tattoos? Airbender tattoos. You're the Avatar, aren't you? I sure am. Well, don't be so happy about it. The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world. You're a terrible old man. You know that?
Wow, they left without saying goodbye.
Yeah, your friends aren't too nice.
Yeah, they aren't. Like this one time, yeah, just get on the boat, kid.
I'm sorry for running away. It's okay. The fisherman was out of line. But he was right. What do you mean? I did run away. And is this about your dream? Yeah. Do you want to talk to me? Well, I never really told you the story of what happened. I'll never forget the day that the monks told me I was the Avatar. I was playing with all the other airbenders, and they took me. They told me that I was too young to know that I was the Avatar yet, but because of everything that was going on, they had to tell me.
I'm so sick of chasing his Avatar. I mean, who does Zuko really think he is?
Do you want to know? Oh, General Hyro, we meant no disrespect. None taken. I admit it. My nephew can be a lot sometimes. But the reason that Zuko is chasing the Avatar is probably not the reason you think. Zuko wanted to go into a war meeting with me. I let him in. I told him he must stay quiet. One of the generals were talking about a plan. It was about infiltrating Ba Sing Se. He said we should send in the 42nd Fleet of troops. The 42nd Fleet was the worst fleet. They were the youngest guys. They were sent as bait. I wasn't allowed to play with the other monks. All I could do was train. Monkey Yatso was my teacher. He helped me a lot. We goofed off, we played games, but then when the other monks found out about that, they didn't like that, and they told me I was going to be sent away. Zuko was forced to have an Agni Kai, but he was surprised when he saw who his opponent was. It was not the general, it was his own father. Because even though Zuko disrespected the general, it was his father's war room that he was disrespecting him in. Zuko refused to fight his own father, and as punishment, he was banished and sent to capture the Avatar. Only then could he return with his honor. I always thought Zuko's scar was from a training accident. It was no accident. But the important thing is, the Avatar gives Zuko hope. And hope is what Zuko needs. After they told me that, I waited till that night, and I ran away. I didn't expect anything to happen. But then, there was a storm that came. I got swept up by one of the waves, and then the last thing I remember from then was waking up in your arms.
Help! Please, help! What's wrong? My husband hasn't returned yet. I think they got caught in the storm. I'll go help them.
I don't want to die like this. You think I do either? Come on, guys, hop on.
Where were we hit? Right in the engine. We're in the eye of the storm. Look, the helmsman!
Thank you, and I'm sorry about earlier. I'm sorry too. Look, the Avatar! You want us to go after him, sir? No. Let's just get out of the storm. Thanks again, Aang. You owe this boy an apology. I'm sorry, kid. I was wrong for what I said. It's okay. Hey, am I still getting paid? Yep. Fish? I get paid in fish? Yeah, I never said you're getting paid in money.